So let's go to the player ratings. Let's start with David Raya. First half, there's a couple of times he gave away the ball. Though I still say I'm the biggest Ramsdale fan, as you already know. I didn't want him to be dropped in the first place, but I'm not the one who's going to start. I'm not the kind to start saying, nah, I'll see what I was telling you, Raya, take him out, bring Ramsdale. Nah, I still feel like both of them are good goalkeepers. Mistakes are going to happen, especially if you're playing from the back. A couple of times it worked. A couple of times it looked a bit shaky. He almost gave away a goal today. Second half, he was punching the ball. It almost turned out to be an own goal, but he still made a couple of good saves. We didn't keep a clean sheet. It's going to always be so hard to rate these players, the likes of David Raya and Havertz and all these guys. I'm going to give David Raya for today a 6 out of 10. I would play Ramsdale for the next 2 games. Obviously, he's going to play in the Carabao Cup, but before that, I don't think you can just bring him back after he's been on the bench for like 5-6 games. I'd like to see Ramsdale for the next 2 games. Let's see how he does. I'd give Raya a 6 out of 10 for today. Center backs, Gabriel and Saliba. Oh, Saliba is just incredible, man. Like, what a player. There's a time he was like surrounded by like 2-3 players, and the way he just made the turn. This guy is just incredibly amazing, man. Like, I'm so happy he returned to Arsenal, because there was a chance that Declan Rice, I'm still dreaming of Declan Rice. There's a chance that Saliba would not have been playing for Arsenal. He was this close to leaving, and it would have been a disaster. So I am going to give Saliba a 7 out of 10 for today. 7 out of 10 for William Saliba for today. If I can find his name has disappeared for some reason. I think I would give the same to Gabriel. So I think both center backs deserve around the same. 7 for both of them. Just write it down. He did good defending. We didn't keep a clean sheet. I usually give them an extra point for a clean sheet, but for today, I think he was okay in a couple of situations, for sure. And they were putting in a lot of crosses. We lost a couple of them. They almost scored from them, but I think Gabriel and Saliba cleared a couple of them. I've not taken a look at the stats. You're always advisable to take a look at the stats as well. You might miss a few things, but I'll definitely rewatch the game and see what I missed, but I'm sure they did clear a few shots here and there. So I am going to give Gabriel and Saliba 7 out of 10. Ben White, I think he was better than what he was against, how he was against Chelsea. The white hair is all over the place, but I think it's a 7 out of 10 as well, unless, did I miss something that Ben White did? I'm going to give him a 7 out of 10. I don't think it was like 8, 9, 10 kind of amazing performance, but I don't think it was bad, like average 5, 6. We conceded only 1 goal, and I think most of it we defended well. I'm sure most of these players lost the ball here and there, White, and I think I saw Gabriel giving away the ball once or something, but I'm going to give White a 7. Tomiyasu is not going to get a 7. Tomiyasu is incredible. Again, our players I just love our players so much these days, because, Tomiyasu is not a left back. Ben White is not a right back, but they're playing those positions so well we don't even notice, because like they're so effortlessly playing. I'm not going to try and say that word again. Effortlessly playing that position, both of them. I'm going to give Tomiyasu an 8 out of 10 for today. I think he was amazing, clearing the ball, going forward. He actually almost scored in the first 5 minutes of the game. I think he did pretty well. Very, very good performance. If you need a solid defender there, like for games like this, Sevilla away, Tomiyasu. If you need to attack and everything, obviously Zinchenko is incredible on the ball. But a game like this where they're going to put in crosses and all that, Tomiyasu is better. So 8 out of 10 for him. I think that is fine enough for the defenders. Next up, midfield, Declan Rice. Declan Rice was so good, man. For just that run that he made from box to box, that is already an extra point. Let me see. So far, I've given him a 7. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I think he was great. The other games I've given him 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10 against Man City and Man United. I think I gave him 8 against Chelsea. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 for today as well. Declan Rice, such a good signing. I already talked about him a lot. Such a good signing. I don't know where we can rest him, because he's played a lot of games and he's played for England as well recently. Maybe you can get a chance to rest this weekend or rest against West Ham, whichever. 8 out of 10 for him. Jorginho. As I said, I know he lost the ball. There's 2 times I think he lost the ball today, Jorginho. One of them almost cost us the goal. The El Nesri shot in the first half. That was so close to being a goal for them. I think he also picked up a yellow card. Jorginho today. I mean, he wasn't good in a couple of situations, but a couple of situations again, he was okay next to Declan Rice. I wasn't the greatest. If I was giving halves, I would give him a 6.5, but I'm just going to give him a 6. If one of them had cost us a goal, then this would have been lower. So 6 out of 10 for him. Odegaard. Man, Odegaard. Odegaard. I've been giving Odegaard, he's my best Arsenal player. Last season and earlier this season, I was giving him 9, 10, 8. But as I said, we have to be honest. People are usually very in terms of very harsh in terms of criticizing Havertz and Ketty and Zinchenko and all those players. So we have to be fair in terms of criticizing our best players. I don't need White or Odegaard or Saka to be dropped because I feel like they have enough credit in the bank. Even if Saka plays badly twice in a row, I'd still tell him, you know what, just start, because you still usually manage to get an assist or a goal here and there. There's some players who, if they play poorly, they don't really have credit in the bank. You're like, now you've gotten your chance, stay on the bench. But Odegaard today, again, a bit quiet. He had a chance right in front of goal on his left foot. He put it off target. That was a very... I would assume that is an easy chance for him. There's a couple of times in the last game against Chelsea, in this game, against Chelsea, he made a very good run, but Rice did not pass the ball to him. Rice was supposed to pass the ball to him then. I'm sure he would have scored from that. And today as well, there's a time he made a very good run. I think it was Saka or Martinelli, one of them. You just cut the ball for Odegaard, he would have scored from there. So some people are not picking him out, but he was subbed off today. He usually doesn't get subbed off. So if you see him getting subbed off like he did against Chelsea today, he wasn't great. I think it was an average performance for Odegaard, and this is my best player. So this is shocking for me to give him this. So I'm going to give him a 5 out of 10. That is average. It is a tough game today. You don't expect to dominate position and everything like that, but I do expect to see more in a game like this, controlling things. So 5 out of 10. I might be wrong. I'll watch the game again. Maybe I missed a few passes from him and things like that, but 5 out of 10 for him. Next up is Bukayo Saka. The other two forwards are definitely better than Saka today. He didn't score, he didn't assist. He made a few bad decisions today, Saka. There's 2 or 3 times he had a chance to relax on the ball or pass or try to go on your right foot, and he was trying to shoot with 3 players in front of him. He did that 2 or 3 times today. He was getting fouled a lot by Sergio Ramos and Acuna, those experienced players. Saka for today, I mean, I did see him more than I saw Odegaard, so I don't think I'm going to give him a 5. I think that is a bit low. Let me know. There's 2 players I really want to know your ratings for today, Odegaard and Saka. What did you give Odegaard and also Saka? I'm going to give Saka 6 out of 10 for today. Gabriel Martinelli. I also don't know who assisted Jesus' goal. It was him doing all the work, but who assisted Jesus' goal? Because it was all his work pretty much. Let me just see. Jesus. It was Declan Rice. I didn't even know that. I've just seen right now. Declan Rice also got an assist. I didn't even take that into consideration in the ratings. Martinelli for today, what a good goal. He missed a very good chance at the beginning of the game. I think you need to score that, because you don't get that many chances in such a game. But for the rest of the game, I think he was okay. Made some good runs, held up the ball well, and very good finish in the first half. I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 for today, Gabriel Martinelli. Maybe it could be a 7, but it was a very good finish, so 8 out of 10. It was his first Champions League game as well, so I'm just going to give him an extra point for that. It was his first game. If you're just joining, hit the like button. I'll really appreciate it. I never ask for that. 8 out of 10 for Martinelli today. Gabriel Jesus, the player who is not good enough for Arsenal. Arsenal need to sell Gabriel Jesus. He scored in every single Champions League game so far, and I wanted him to start today for that reason. For sure, his energy, his work rate, even in that second half, he was totally finished. When he went down with the injury, you could tell he's just been running the whole game. He scored a very good goal. An absolutely incredible assist for the Martinelli goal. I think Jesus was absolutely incredible today. In the Champions League, he's scored for us in all 3 games so far. Hopefully it's not a serious injury. I'm going to give him a 9 out of 10 for today, probably our man of the match. I will put a poll for that. I think he played well. I think Declan Rice played well, and Martinelli. So there's a couple of players who could be man of the match. So Jesus gets a 9 out of 10. From the bench, Havertz, I mean, wasn't on for too long. He got us a few free kicks. I'm just going to give him a 6 out of 10. Who else? I saw people complaining about him making safe passes and not taking risks. 6 out of 10 for him. Who else came on? Trossard, he came on with 10 minutes remaining. I mean, he won us a couple of corners, if I'm not wrong. There's a couple of situations he did look a bit weak, if I'm not wrong. I'm going to give him a 6 out of 10 as well. Made a few good runs. Ketia. I don't know. You know that situation where he got the ball on the left side and then we wanted him to run to the corner and then he was just budged like this and he fell to the ground and lost the ball. I need him to be better in that kind of situation. When you've come on fresh from the bench, you need to be better in that. You need to hold up the ball for us, waste a bit of time. You can't just like lose the ball that easily. And he also came on and committed a couple of fouls. The one thing I don't like about there's 3 players, Jesus, Havertz, and Ketia. I feel like they usually commit too many fouls and needless fouls. I see them committing too many fouls, needless as well. I'm just going to give Ketia 5 out of 10. Just average. He wasn't on for too long. Kivio didn't play for too long. Maybe I think he cleared maybe 1 ball, so I'm just going to give him a 5 out of 10. I think those are all the subs that we made. I'm really hoping the next 2 games we see Fabio Vieira, we see Smith Rowe, we see Kivio more, especially those 3 players. I want Havertz to start one of those games. I need to see if he's improved something after being on the bench for 3-4 games. I also want to see Trossard maybe starting one of those games. Let's see how they do. Reece Nelson as well, want to see him. The players that we haven't seen also a lot. And Ramsdale as well. Mikel Arteta, I'm going to give him tough away game. We went there, scored 2 goals. We didn't really keep a clean sheet. But in a game like, I think we had like 14 or 15 shots. I think that is good. Very tough away game. We bounced back from the Lens defeat and from the Chelsea draw. So I am going to give Mikel Arteta an 8 out of 10 for today. Starting lineup. Forward, I didn't have a problem with Martinelli, Saka, and Jesus. In the middle, maybe Jorginho would say, but Partey was not there, so there's nothing much we can do, especially if you want to go for a holding midfield and play Declan Rice as the 8. There's not too many options to play there unless you start El Neni, so there's nothing much we can do there. Subs, Havertz for Odegaard. Yeah, Odegaard was not good in this game. Nketiah for Jesus. Jesus was injured, so he had to do that. Trossard, Saka, don't mind that. And Kivio came on later on. So I'm just going to give him an 8 out of 10. I don't think there's too many standards in terms of subs, and he made a mistake in terms of subbing out a player or anything like that. So I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10 for today, Mikel Arteta.